Good day everybody. So today I'm going to show you how to use buttons over here to modify the contents of the script. So as you can see, this is my first person controller, which is the FPS. What it is doing is it is walking with a certain speed. So what I can do is I can actually press a button over here and it increases its speed or decreases the speed. So that's what I want to do. So I'm gonna stop this here, come back to my scene. Make sure you're level 1. This is the level 1, which is the actual scene being played right now. When I run this I can see everything which is going on. This is FPS controller, and its current walk speed is 5, so it's walking right now with the speed of 5. So what I want to do is when I press a button over here, we'll call it faster, and we'll design it just now. We'll design the whole functionality right now in the canvas. So let's create a button over here which will actually increase the speed on the go. So I right click and I say a new button please, and this button I'm going to call it faster. So it starts it actually increases the speed uh, faster. Okay. Faster. And when I click on this, let me just position it correctly. So what's the position of this exit? It's in the X240. So let me just also align this at X240. Okay, bring it a little up so they all appear together over here. Okay, it's a little towards in the middle. I'm gonna move it to 300 maybe, and that and hopefully it will not be in the center. So let's move both of these buttons to 320. Okay, so it's not actually hindering. Okay, a little more will be better. Maybe I'm gonna do this to change this to 400 and 400. Okay, whatever it is, I'm gonna go ahead with this now to develop the functionality. Okay, so that's not entirely in the center. You can also move it further if you like. So this is my faster button, and this is the exit button. The exit button is working as you've seen in my previous video, and to make the speed working now, when I press the faster, it should actually increase the speed. So let's do the script for this. I'm gonna come to my script, right click, create a new C# script. I'm gonna call it my settings, because I can later on add sound mute, sound out, on decrease speed also maybe later on. So I'll say public void increase speed is the function name. I just gave it, and then I'll say I need to refer to the first person controller variable over here. So my first person controller, if you go and find the script, you will find it in the assets. You import it already, first person controller. So the FPS guy, the actual object with the actual prefab is this, but it is having on top of it inside it first person controller script. So let's search for it, first person controller. If you want to look at this, you see the speed is this: public float, run speed, walk speed, jump speed, all of these. So it was private for me. I've just changed these to public, so I can modify this from outside this class also. Public, I just made from private to public. Run speed, walk speed, jump speed, all of these are public. I'm gonna just teach you how to do the walk speed modification. So let's come back to my my script, which I just created here, and I'm gonna refer to something in Unity called Unity standard assets character function. I'm gonna import that, or in other words just use that here. My mouse is gone already, so I'm just disabling my mouse using Unity standard assets dot characters dot first person is what I need. Okay, and what I'm saying is when I start my script it should actually get access to that first person which I want to control. So I actually first of all create a variable over here, public first person controller. My computer is a little slow today. I'm gonna call it controller, or actually this is the FPS, so I'm gonna call it controller or FPS, whatever you like. And I'll say FPS, what is FPS? So I'm gonna get component. I need the access to the script inside this component. So I'll pass on my first person controller to this FPS like we did before, and now I'm gonna get the access to first person controller script inside this, and I say now I got the first controller script. Now sometimes it works this way, sometimes on some computers it does not work on this way. So if it doesn't, then you wanna do the other way also, which I'm gonna teach you now. You type FPS is equal to game object with G capital, game object, pardon me, dot find object of type first person controller, and I'm gonna type this over here, first person controller. Yes, if it doesn't get the component directly, you find it. That's what it is, I mean, and this generally works a little better and without any error in most cases. So you can use this or this. If it works for you, fine, otherwise you come down over here. Now in the increase speed, it's very the last step remaining, and it is very easy. What you do is you walk speed. This is the walk speed I just showed to you in the other script. You modify it. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna say whatever it is, whatever the current value is, you add 10 to it. It will increase its speed. Okay, so that's all our script needs, and I'll go back to my faster button, and I'll say somebody. Now I need to give the script to somebody, right? So I'm gonna go to canvas because our main camera is not here. So let's give the script to canvas so it holds all our scripts. So add the script, settings. I just created this, my settings. Now I need to give it my instance of FPS because I created that FPS as public, so I just gave it the reference of my actual FPS object, and I say whenever the faster is clicked upon, I'm gonna add this here. Who has my script? I just added the script to canvas. Say the canvas, go my settings and say increase speed. This function is what I just created. It will increase my speed by 10. So let's play this and see where did we reach. Okay, so this is my current speed. If you look at the FPS controller, the walk speed is 5. But when I click on this faster, it becomes 15. You see the script is working. I'm making 15, 25, etc. So that's how you can actually increase or decrease the settings. Also you can increase or decrease values of many other variables, several other variables. You can have a different button over here. You can also have a text field, meaning an input text field over here, which actually changes the value to whatever you like without looking at the whole inspector. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it and thanks for watching.